Dana Bash recently interviewed Elizabeth Warren. I'm going to play a clip because I think the context is important. It's about a minute. And then I want to talk about it because it goes to the broader issue that I have with the Democratic Party. They're focused on the midterms when right now is when we need leadership in this country.
Interviewed Senator Elizabeth Warren, who has a new prescription out that she says she's convinced if Democrats follow, they will win the Congress back in 2026. They'll win governor's mansions. They'll win all the way down the ballot, not to mention 2028. And it's pretty simple. Pure economic populism.
What I want to do is win. I want to win in November of 2026. Read the room. If you're looking at a room of anything other than very wealthy donors, what the American people are telling us over and over and over is I'm voting for the candidate who credibly says that they will lower costs for me.
What I find just as interesting as what's in Senator Warren's plan is what's not in it. No talk of cultural issues at all. It's the economy, the economy, the economy. And remember, she ran for president in the 2020 campaign, and the Democrats, all running in that primary, they talked about issues like trans rights and other cultural issues that Democrats now, looking back, say might have alienated some voters in the middle of the country who didn't relate or didn't connect.
Right now is when I need you to do your job, Warren. You were elected to do your job and serve this country, to serve your people of your state. You get paid $180,000. Your job is not to fight for the Democratic Party. Your job is to fight for the people. Right now, we got ICE agents shooting citizens, taking out their eyes, grabbing people out of the shower butt naked, embarrassing them in the ice. We have black officers in Minneapolis being grabbed when they're off duty because they're black, being told they have to prove that they're citizens just because they're not white. We got people not leaving their houses, kids afraid to go to school being made fun of by white kids. What are you doing today, Warren? Not a goddamn thing. Vote for us in the midterms. I have this strategy. We're going to talk about the cost of goods and affordability. I'm going to say everything. Affordability every day. That's my strategy. Vote for the Democrats. Yay, we can have Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer be the leaders. No, thank you. Pass. No gracias. I would rather let what happens happening and just burn the whole thing to the ground because you guys are a joke. I interviewed Swalwell last year and he told me the same thing. When asking him to go on a general strike, he told me the same sentiment. If it will help the Democrats win the midterms and register voters, we will help. He only cared about the Democratic Party winning. This is what's wrong with our system. The Republicans and Democrats both care about being in power instead of giving a shit about you and me. Who's on the streets right now? People that are poor. People that can't afford to pay their fucking rent. People that have to get up in 7 hours and work after being protested and being flashbanged and tear gassed and shot with pepper balls and thrown down and threatened by ICE officers. And Warren is, oh, I have a strategy for the Democrats to win in 11 months. Ooh, we're going to win up and down the ticket. I don't care if the people are helped. The Democrats are going to win. I don't care. How about, Warren, you do this? How about you take your little privileged ass out on the street? How about you grab a picket sign out at 2 in the fucking morning like John Lewis did, and Martin Luther King did, and Rosa Parks did, and Colvin in 1955, a 15-year-old black girl that sat on the bus by her fucking self and had more balls than you did. And your solution is vote for me in 11 months. You're not willing to fucking get down and dirty. In Rocky 5, Tommy Gunn walks into the bar, right? Punches Paulie. You know what Rocky does? He doesn't say, hey, let's sit down and have a conversation. Ooh, tell me about your feelings. Can we work through this? No. He took his bitch ass out in the street and ran him through the gutter. And you Democrats are unwilling to do that. You just want to talk, talk, talk. That's why you lost the election. And white supremacy, let's be real. Part of this country is just racist. And in that interview, what did Dana Bash say? Oh, the Democrats brought up all these culture things. Oh, I'm sorry. Trans rights, people being gay, standing up for anybody that doesn't fit into a straight white Christian America. Your solution is just to avoid it because you don't want to lose middle of the country. Tell them to fuck off. They're racist, misogynistic pigs. Why do you keep wanting to appease to them? They're the problem with this country. They're why we're here. Stop finding common ground with racist and misogynistic pigs. Take a goddamn stand. AOC didn't go to the inauguration. Why? I don't go and celebrate rapists. Boom, done. Why is that hard? Ooh, I have to be more moderate. Ooh, let's talk about affordability and the working class and the middle class. And let's tell voters a bunch of bullshit so I can get reelected. Faith without works is dead. And all the Democrats have is words. You guys in the Congress didn't even vote on the Charlie Kirk bill. A quarter voted yes, a quarter voted no, a quarter voted present, a quarter voted no vote. Come on, man. Really? Y'all passed the CR twice. You let them off the hook. Today, some of you voted for this bill for funding. Like, what the hell's wrong with you people? Why don't you fight? But vote for us in the midterms because we're going to fight for you then. How about you fight for us now? You want to do something? Go take your ass out in the streets at 3 a.m. and post it. You want to do something? Bring the Democrats on the halls of Congress, on the halls of Senate. Go fucking camp on the White House grounds and get arrested. Do something instead of talking and fundraising. Have a good day.